Hello ladies and gents, in this video I'm going to give you a very quick guide on how to print in multiple colours using Bambu Studio. First, open the software on your computer and then go to File, New Project. With the new project window open, look to the top left hand side of your screen and check that you're using the right kind of printer. We're using a Bambu Lab P1S. If you see something different here, click it and choose the P1S from the drop down list. With that done, we need to import a 3D model. Go to File, Import, Import 3MF/STL. Navigate to wherever you have your 3D model saved and then choose one of your 3D models and click Open. Click Yes to convert it to millimeters and it will appear on the print plate. Now, right now it only prints in one color, it's printing in orange. So I want to change that and print in 3 colors. I'm using an AMS, which allows me to print in up to 4 colors. So if we look to the left-hand side of the screen under project filaments, I have filament number 1 is PLA basic and it's set to orange. And I can click that number and change it to a different color if I want to. But right now in my AMS, in my primary slot number 1, I have orange, so I'll leave that as it is. So you can just click OK or cancel. I want to add 2 more colors, so I'm going to click the little plus icon next to project filaments, click that twice, and add 2 more colors. So each number corresponds to a row in the AMS. So my first row is orange, my second row is green, so I'll change that by clicking the number 2 and change it to green, and then click OK. And then my third filament is yellow, so I'll click on the 3 and change that to yellow, and then click OK. Now I'm going to make sure that under the Support tab, so if you look further down the screen in the left-hand side, under Quality, Strength, Support and Others, choose Support, and where you see Enable Supports, just click inside that checkbox to make sure you've enabled supports. And now we're going to paint this 3D model in 3 different colors so it prints in multicolors. To do that, look at the top of your screen towards the top right and you'll see a color painting icon. If you click that, the print plate will disappear and you'll just be left with the 3D model that you had selected. If you zoom in, you can reposition the camera and you can start to change the colors that this 3D model appears in. So I'm going to show you how to use the different tools for changing colors in another video. For this one, for the sake of length, we're just going to use the height range feature. If you click that and then choose a different color from the 3 that you've made available under filaments, I'm going to click on number 2 and I'm going to paint part of this green. So if I zoom in, you can see that this white line shows the layer that I'm currently painting. So if I make the middle section green, if I click, hold the mouse button and move the mouse cursor up, and you can see as I move, if it's too quick, it misses some layers. So you might want to go back over this a few times until you're happy with the result, until all of those layers are in green. And then I'll choose my yellow filament and I'll paint the top of this 3D model in yellow. So I'll just go over that a few times and make sure I get all of the layers. Remember, you can zoom in if you're struggling and reposition the camera. So you can see where it's missed some of the layers. So I'll just keep going over that until you're happy with it. And this isn't the only way of coloring, but this is the only one we're going to look at in this video. There are other options under tool type, but you can watch another video for those. Okay, so I'm just going to make the rest of that yellow. There we go. So I'm just going over this a few times. The slower the better in case you miss any rows, layers. Like that. Okay, so now I will be printing that in 3 different colors. So to cancel out of this window now, you can just click color painting again and you'll be returned to the project window. If I zoom out, you can see now there's a 3 color tower block on my print plate. This is called a purge tower. This will print to the same height as your tallest 3D model on the print plate. What this is used for is cleaning the nozzle, so you can't delete it. It has to be part of the project. So obviously, the more color changes you have, the more times the extruder will need to clean itself and change the colors that you're using, and that will mean that your print job will take longer to complete. All right, so if you're happy with that, all you need to do is go to Device, choose the printer that you want to print to. I'm printing to number 1. We can see in my first row I've got orange, second row in the AMS is green, and the third row has a question mark because it's using a non-Bambu filament which doesn't have the ID chip. This is just a visual reminder for you, so you still need to make sure that you've used the right colors in the preparation window where we see we have filament row 1, 2, and 3. With that done, click the preview button at the top of the screen and it will generate some supports. If you are not happy with it, you might want to go in and make some changes. So you see it's not printed, it's not sliced in all the right colors for me. Obviously I didn't color it very well and missed some layers, so it's not worked very well there. So if you want to go back in and make some changes, go back to the prepare window, go back into the color painting and make any edits. You can see there I've missed some layers. There's some still in orange there, that's why that happened. So you need to be careful and look at it from different angles and make sure you've painted them all. So if I just choose yellow, I'll go in here and repaint those. Make sure I get them all, like that. Okay, close out of that window. And then go to preview. There we go. And there we go, that looks better. So if I just close that slicing window there, that's better. And that will take total time 52 minutes and 36 seconds. That's just an estimation. So sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, but it's usually roughly pretty accurate. Now all I need to do is click on print plate. Remember that you need to print out that purge tower as well, so you can't delete that. So just hit print plate and it will ask you to confirm these color options. So PLA in A1, that's orange there. I can click that and confirm that. The second row, the green, is this one. And this third one, it's also printing in green filament because it doesn't know what was in that third row. So I'll click that and I'll choose A3 with the question mark. And it appears in gray in the preview because it doesn't know what color that is. We do, because we've visually confirmed it in the AMS. It's a yellow filament, so that's what it'll print out with. And then click on the send button. It will say check to make sure that your filaments are all right. We know they are. Filament 1 is orange, 2 is green, and that third unknown one is yellow. So just click confirm to that, and it will send the print job to the printer. After a few moments, the print job screen will disappear and you'll be sent back to the device window. You'll get the printing progress. That will count up. After a few minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, go over to the printer, make sure everything's printing okay. If it's not, you can cancel the job and start again. But if everything's fine, you can just go to the prepare window and you're back in the original workspace. We can save this project by clicking File, Save Project As, and then giving it a name. So I'll call this Chess Queen Multicolor. And then click Save, and I've got that project available to work with later on if needed. And that's how you print in multiple colors.